Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing amazing. My name is Maitri Shah and today I'm going to start talking about separate modules of IELTS. On my previous video, first of all, thank you so much for sharing so much love and watching that video of IELTS. Now, as you all had asked me to post about all the modules, so today I'm going to talk about IELTS listening module. And even if you are giving academics or general, doesn't matter because IELTS listening is same for both the tests. Again, note I had just given IELTS general, but listening is same for both. So even if you are appearing for academic, then you can follow the tips and tricks that I'm going to share with you. And also, please note that you subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon before I reveal all the tips and tricks. And also, I was able to score 9 in IELTS listening. So I'm going to share the exact tips that I have followed. I'll be putting down all the points as we move ahead in the video, so you can take the screenshot of those points and you can note it down in your book so that you remember on the day of your IELTS test as well, and you can refer it again. Please make sure to subscribe and also please make sure to hit the bell icon. So now first talking about the format of IELTS test. IELTS test starts with a listening module. Maybe you are appearing for an academic test or for a general. The listening is going to be same for both. Now you will be given 40 minutes for your listening test, out of which in 30 minutes you will be listening to the audio through your headphones and you will be noting down all the answers in the question booklet. The next 10 minutes will be given to you wherein you are supposed to transfer all your answers from the question booklet to the answer sheet. Again, note IELTS listening test is just for 40 minutes. 30 minutes will be for answering all the questions. There will be 40 questions, and generally, like whatever I have seen up till date from all the tests that I have practiced, the first section has generally 2 speakers. Second section has 1 speaker, third section has 3 to 4 speakers, and the fourth section has 1 speaker. Now the third and the fourth section are sometimes quite hard because in fourth section, in whatever test I have given, generally there is a big paragraph, so you have to pay a lot of attention to the detailing of that entire paragraph because the speaker speaks quite fast. Now in the third section, where there are 3 to 4 speakers, you are most likely going to get confused because even when I used to practice initially, I used to get confused about the speakers, who is speaking what are they trying to relate. So third and fourth section is quite hard. So it would be best if you can score 20 marks in the first and the second section. That is likely more easy than third and fourth. For me, after I kept on practicing, the fourth section was also very easy because I'm a fast reader and because I was able to get the grip of what the speaker is speaking. So fourth section was also very easy for me. So now let's get started with all the tips that I used and that I want you to use so that you score very good marks in IELTS listening. Listening is comparatively easy if you pay attention to your audio. Now the very first tip is that I want you to take out printout of the format of answer sheet. It is easily available on Google. I'm going to just show you a format. I'm just going to show a photo of that paper over here. You can easily search on Google. Take printout of at least 2 to 3 pages so that you can give 2 to 3 tests in that. That way you will not be surprised by the format of the answer sheet on the exam day, and by then you will also have the hold of how you are supposed to write answers in the answer sheet. So make sure that you take 2 to 3 printouts of the answer sheet from Google. Second tip, either you choose to write in all the capital words or write everything in small. Well, in my exam, I wrote everything in capital so that you don't make any mistakes, your handwriting is clear and the examiner can easily check all your spellings and all your words. So remember, either write all the words in capital or in small. Don't mix it up, don't write in cursive, don't do any other handwriting style, don't do all that things, otherwise it will be tough for examiner to understand your handwriting. Make sure you keep it sweet and simple, only in capitals or only in small letters. Tip number 3 is, when you're practicing your test, make sure that you practice it with pencil. Because it might be a case that for some people you might not have written with a pencil since years. So it's better to practice your test with a pencil because on the exam day you are supposed to take a pencil and rubber along with you and you are supposed to write all your answers through pencil. Fourth and the most important point is that before the speaker starts the audio, they will be giving you some minutes to go through the questions. Now in those minutes, don't look here and there, don't waste your time. Read all the questions. Say for example, the audio will be played something like this, that you will be now listening the audio for 1 to 10 questions. So you have some time to read the question numbers from 1 to 10. Something similar audio will be played. So in that time, please make sure that you refer all the questions from 1 to 10. And also what I did was, like, I had highlighted a couple of important words from question number 1 to 10, because when the speaker started the audio, it helped me pick up the words very easily. So what I did was, like, if there was a sentence that the speaker was going to dash, something like that, then what I had done, I had highlighted the word speaker and going. So when the audio played, I could easily pick out the words from the speaker's voice. This is really very useful. It is going to help you stay focused on the words, and as soon as the audio will be played, you will be able to get the answers very easily. So this is my tip number 4. Make sure that you read all the questions and make sure that you highlight keywords, because this is also very important for section 3 and section 4, where the audio will be quite fast than section 1 and 2. And in section 3 and 4, you might miss out some things, you might start getting messed up. So it's better to practice this typical method of highlighting the words in the entire question paper. And also, do not waste your time looking here and there. Make sure that you read the questions when you are given the time. Tip number 5 is that make sure that you are good at your spellings. Do not make spelling mistakes, otherwise you will not get marks. Also, there will be an example wherein the audio will be played something like, there will be a conversation between two people, and the first person might be asking that what is your name, and the second person might be saying that my name is Venice. So in that case, when you think that you don't know the spelling of Venice, please pay attention, because the person 1 will be surely asking the person 2 that can you please spell out your name. So in that case, the person 2 will be giving the spelling of his or her name, so that it would be very easy for you to get the right spelling. So please make sure that you pay attention to whatever name or whatever spelling is being played in the audio, so that you don't make any spelling mistakes. My tip number 6, which is very important, is that there might be times when the question, in the question paper itself, you will see that it might be written write in words only. Then when you hear the audio, and if you listen a number 4, if you listen that, then make sure that you write it in the spelling form, meaning FOUR. Don't write in the numeric form, otherwise you will not get marks, because in the question paper it will be already written that answer in words only. When it says words only, and if a number is played, still you are supposed to write it in the alphabetic form. So there are some questions wherein you will be given the instruction as write in words and or number form. Again, remember this very carefully, because the options will be a bit confusing. So it would be better if you read that instruction properly and you answer it accordingly, because in the option it might be given as 6 people. So 6 might be in a number form, people might be in a word form. Now that can be an answer too, because in the instruction you will be already given as word and number. So that will be true, or only word, only number. Now in that case, you have to pay attention to the options given to you and also to the instruction. Now my tip number 7, which is also very important, is that pay attention to the next question as well, because at times the audio is very fast, and what might happen is, while you might be noting answer of question number 6, question number 7 might already been played in the audio. So you should be alert of the question which is below that, and also at times there might be quite a gap between the questions. So you have to be very attentive to the audio which is played. Do not wander here and there. Take your IELTS listening very seriously, because actually IELTS listening is a very easy part where you can score very good marks only if you pay attention to the audio being played. So these were my 7 tips which I have used for my exam as well. I have already posted all the points on the side, so you can take a screenshot of it and you can write it down. Now if you have any other doubts about IELTS listening, please make sure that you comment below, or if you want me to go through any particular question paper and explain you in that way, then please let me know again in the comment section. And also, after following these tips, let me know how much you score in your practice test while you're doing at home. And if you have any doubts, just put a comment below, and I can also put more IELTS listening test based on some particular question paper itself. So please let me know, and I hope that this video was useful for you. I hope that with my simple 7 tips but very important tips, you'll be able to score good in your IELTS listening. Again, please note all these points down in your notebook so that during the exam time, like just before the exam day, you can refer it everything and then you can refresh it. And also while you're practicing the test, make sure that you have all these points in your mind. I don't want you to miss out on IELTS listening, because it is really very easy to score good marks in IELTS listening. So I hope that you score good, and I hope that you follow my tips. If you have any more doubts, then please let me know in the comment section. I can also do a IELTS listening question paper. I can solve it and I can show you how to do that. Let me know if you want me to do it. Once again, thank you so much for watching my video. I hope this was useful for you, and stay tuned because I'll be soon posting IELTS reading, IELTS writing and IELTS speaking video as well very soon in a week. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, take care, and please take your IELTS exam very seriously. I know you can do pretty good in that.